Do you ever feel trapped because you just can't say no? Maybe it's a familiar feeling. You find yourself nodding along when your boss asks for one more favor, agreeing to a last-minute project, or volunteering for something you barely have time for. Your friends and family know you as the reliable one, the person who never disappoints, always there, always available. But inside, you're exhausted. The weight of every yes you give, even when you don't mean it, begins to pile up. Resentment simmers beneath the surface. You start to feel stuck, powerless, and overwhelmed. Here's the simple truth. No is not about rejection. It's about freedom. It's about reclaiming your time, your energy, and your sense of self. Today, let's explore how embracing the power of no can fundamentally change your life for the better. When you constantly say yes, there's a hidden cost, a price that you pay, often without realizing it, until it catches up with you. It might look like burnout. You're running on empty, struggling to keep up with mounting commitments. Or maybe it's frustration. You feel like everyone's needs come before your own, leaving little time for what truly matters to you. Sometimes it's the feeling that your personal growth has stalled. You're so busy meeting others' expectations that your own goals get pushed aside. Think about the colleague who's always the first to volunteer for extra work, the one who never says no. At first, they seem helpful, indispensable even, but over time the workload becomes unmanageable. They start missing deadlines, feeling overwhelmed, and their performance suffers. Or consider the friend who always says yes to every event, every request, every favor. Their calendar is packed, but they never seem to have a moment to themselves. Why do we struggle to say no? The reasons are deeply rooted. Maybe it's a fear of rejection. We worry people will be upset, disappointed, or angry if we set boundaries. Maybe it's the fear of missing out, the belief that saying no means missing opportunities or connections. Sometimes it's societal pressure. We're taught to be agreeable, helpful, and accommodating, even at our own expense. But here's the catch. Every yes that isn't true to you is actually a no to yourself. Each time you agree to something you don't want or don't have time for, you're taking a step away from your own goals, your own well-being, and your own happiness. Now, let's talk about the transformative power of no. Setting boundaries isn't about shutting people out or being selfish. It's about self-respect. It's about honoring your own needs and values and recognizing that your time and energy are precious resources. When you say no, you send a powerful message to yourself and to others. You're saying that your priorities matter. You're protecting your time and your mental space. Boundaries don't slow you down. In fact, they do the opposite. They create the clarity and focus you need to accelerate your personal and professional growth. Think about it. When you're not stretched thin by obligations you never wanted, you have more energy for the things that truly matter. When you're not constantly firefighting or reacting to others' demands, you can be proactive, setting goals, pursuing passions, and building the life you want. Saying no doesn't have to mean confrontation or conflict. It can be gentle, yet firm. It's about communicating your limits with clarity and respect. At work, for example, you might say, "I'd love to help, but I don't have the bandwidth to give this task the attention it deserves." This shows that you care about the quality of your work and that you respect both your own time and your colleagues' needs. You're not closing the door. You're being honest about what you can realistically commit to. In your personal life, you could say, "I appreciate the invitation, but I need this time for myself." This isn't selfish. It's an act of self-care. It lets others know that you value your own well-being, and it gives them permission to do the same. The key is to speak with clarity and kindness. When you do, most people will respect your boundaries. In fact, you might be surprised to find that others start to see you as someone who is confident, reliable, and trustworthy, because you're honest about what you can and cannot do. Let's look at some real-world examples. The most successful people, whether in business, sports, or creative fields, understand the power of no. They recognize that every yes is a commitment, and that saying no is sometimes the smartest move they can make. When you say no to distractions, like unnecessary meetings, tasks that don't align with your goals, or social obligations that drain your energy, You're saying yes to focus. You're freeing up mental space to do your best work and to pursue your passions. When you say no to overwhelm, by declining requests that would overload your schedule, or by setting limits on how much you take on, you're saying yes to peace of mind. You reduce stress, prevent burnout, and give yourself the chance to recharge. And when you say no to things that don't serve you, whether it's a toxic relationship, an unfulfilling job, or habits that hold you back, you're saying yes to the life you truly want. You're making space for growth, happiness, and fulfillment. But here's the thing, making no a part of your life isn't a one-time choice. It's a lifelong practice. It starts with getting clear about what matters most to you, your values, your goals, your priorities. Once you know what you want to protect, it becomes easier to say no to things that don't align with your vision. Start small. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. Begin by identifying one area where you feel overextended or resentful. Maybe it's at work, where you keep taking on extra projects. Or maybe it's in your personal life, where you feel obligated to attend every event or help with every request. Practice your no. It might feel uncomfortable at first, and that's okay. Remember, each time you say no to something that drains you, you're saying yes to something that nourishes you. Your health, your happiness, your future. Over time, you'll notice a shift. You'll feel more in control, more energized, and more focused. You'll have the space to pursue your passions, invest in your relationships, and grow in ways you never thought possible. So, let me ask you, what will you start saying no to today? Maybe it's that extra work assignment that would push you past your limits. Maybe it's a social commitment you don't have the energy for. Maybe it's a habit or routine that no longer serves you. Whatever it is, remember that no is not about rejection. It's about freedom. It's about choosing the life you want, rather than settling for the life others expect of you. Start today. Define what matters most to you, set your boundaries, and protect them. Because every time you say no to something that doesn't serve you, you're saying yes to growth, balance, and freedom. And as you make no a regular part of your vocabulary, you'll discover a powerful truth. The more you respect your own boundaries, the more others will respect them too. You'll become a role model for those around you, showing that it's possible to be kind and helpful without sacrificing your own well-being. In the end, the power of no is the power to choose. It's the power to shape your own life, to prioritize your own needs, and to create space for what truly matters. So, take a deep breath. The next time you feel pressured to say yes out of obligation or fear, remember this: your time is valuable, your energy is precious, and you have the right to protect them. Embrace the power of no. Use it as a tool for growth, balance, and freedom. And watch as your life changes, one thoughtful, intentional no at a time.